Jack Dee and Joe Brand bring their dazzling smiles to Christmas with Rob Brydon at 9. First, on BBC Two, Griff, Dara and Rory on their new adventure, 3 men go to Scotland.
We're off on a jaunt to explore the islands of Scotland.
Inspired by the journey that Dr. Johnson and James Boswell made 200 years ago.
It's an unending tapestry of incredibly beautiful rugged islands.
Our aim, to get to the island of Harris for the last week of the wild salmon fishing season.
So far, we've got wet in a freak wave,
Gone native in kilts,
Before tossing a hammer in the Highland Games.
I haven't got the stamina for it.
In rowing boats, sailing boats, and singing puffing boats. We've made it all the way from Glasgow to Oban.
Now the journey continues north, testing our sailing skills,
I can go on something. I can hear it ripping.
our survival skills,
I couldn't last an hour living out here. I'll be wandering around the heather naked, clutching a dead rabbit and a whiskey bottle.
and Rory's skills at blagging free alcohol.
As we discover some of the wildest and most remote places in Britain.
The first place we need to get to is the Isle of Mull, and Oban being gateway to the Highlands and Islands, there's plenty of ferries.
Now, just answer me one question before we go any further, because I've never been able to
pronounced Oban.
Oban, not Oban.
Oban.
Oban?
Oban! Oban.
Okay, Oban. Does it matter because we're saying goodbye to it?
We're living Oban, but where are we going to?
Mull?
Mull.
Don't mispronounce Mull.
Mull.
How can you mispronounce Mull?
Mull. That's the easy
No,
one.
Mull. Over the next few days, we will be travelling nearly 200 miles from Mull to the Isle of Harris, visiting the breathtaking Isle of Skye and the Coolin Mountains along the way.
I want you to do me a favour. I want to take a photograph.
Yes,
of
yeah,
the
yeah,
boat.
you want to be in the photograph?
Oh, I can be in the photograph.
Yeah.
Drop me in the photograph.
You'd be delighted to. This is such a relief. Why do you want him in the photograph?
No, I want a background. Doesn't
Yes, you
matter.
want the background.
Sorry about it.
Get him out of the shot.
Okay,
Put me on one side.
that is a lovely
Thank you very
photograph.
much.
No
the
problem at all.
reason
Thank
why.
you very much.
So don't you mean all the way there as well?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
you there. Look.
Just right.
I have a wall band.
Look at that, have you got any anti-flare?
You know a wild man from Borneo? Hey.
Sorry, what's your name?
My name is Timbuktu.
Tim?
Timbuktu.
Bucktu?
Timbuktu.
Timbuktu. I think you're taking the piss.
This is Duart Castle, home of the MacLean clan, whose chief showed Boswell and Johnson around Mull when they arrived in 1773. At that time, everything associated with the clans had been made illegal by the English following the Battle of Culloden. As a result, Scots had begun to emigrate in huge numbers.
Boswell and Johnson's book helped make Scotland fashionable again, and 5 years after its publication, the Clans Act was repealed, and modern Scottish tourism began.
We've sent Griff to meet their present chief of the MacLean clan, Sir Lachlan MacLean.
You're the chief of the MacLeans. Mm-hmm. What does that involve you in having to do?
Look after this place.
But nothing else. You're not allowed
No,
to. You
well-
have gatherings of the clan.
Yeah, no. Since the war, there's been, I think, a great explosion about the clans, and the main thing is the genealogy. You know, people want to know where they come from. This is the bit about a clan having a base like Duart.
Yes.
Is that if you're a MacLean in Argentina, I've just had a MacLean send his family tree from Argentina, and he sent it here because this is where this is the place he knows about.
Right.
Now, he may well be a MacLean from Tiree or from Ardnamurchan or...
But this is the centre.
But this is the hub. This is like the hub of the wheel.
Very narrow doorway, so I think we'd have to single file.
Did you see the sign on the ticket off the side?
Yeah, it's a 4-star.
There's a little Scottish tourist report. They rank their castles. If ever there's a sign that a country had too many castles, It's when you're grading them, like bed and breakfast.
But why hasn't it got the 5th star?
Well, see, that's you've got to look around.
No jacuzzi.
Yeah, if there was a leisure centre, if this castle came with a spa, then it would be a 5-star castle.
Is that not the biggest spa you've ever seen?
I've ever seen.
That is just showing off.
It's ridiculous.
No one's
needs that spa.
Exactly. Below the knees, that one. Below the knees.
But is it just for storage, or is it actually? Presumably,
it's to stop the skirt flying up. Yeah.
But then you don't need that. You just need a small series of lead weights around your genitals, and I'll do the job.
Look at this very expensive silverware on show in Duet Castle on Mull. But do you know what the sad thing about this silver collection is?
Yeah.
They've had to put it on the snooker table.
Oh my God!
What a waste!
You're right.
What they wear in the pool room.
Jesus. Wait a second. Now that's 4 stars right there.
That's what it is. You see.
Say someone that has his own billiard room.
From the capital of Mull, Tobermory, or for the under 5s or parents of under 5 amongst you, Ballamory, we're picking up a boat called Mascot. She's due to arrive tomorrow, which gives us time to pick up some supplies for the passage to Skye.
We need something that will keep, something we like, and something that's Scottish, I suppose. Luckily, that means just one thing: smoked salmon.
We'd been offered a tour, which means complying with rigorous Scottish health and safety rules, or in other words, wearing silly hats. How does that look, eh?
It's even sharper.
And weird beardy bags, called Bruceys for some reason.
Even the fish will get up and run away in horror. Okay.
They're laughing at us, Griff. They're sniggering.
Hello!
Is there a Jean here? Am I allowed to shake your hand, or is that against health and safety? I'm Rory, this is Griff.
Hello, Jean. Nice to see you.
This is where it all happens.
This is where it all happens, yeah.
And what's your job? What are you doing at the moment?
We're packing salmon.
And Jean, do you like smoked salmon yourself?
Yes, oh yeah.
How do you resist eating all day then?
Well, we're not allowed to.
Aren't you? No. Do you get smoked salmon in the staff canteen, as it were?
No. We get a hamper at Christmas and that's it.
A mix of slowly smouldering beech and oak wood produces the smoke, which passes through trenches and into the ovens.
So this is all the smoking ovens in here.
Yeah.
Different fish in each?
So, sorry?
Different fish.
Yeah, different fish. In this box we have the kippers.
Oh, look! Breakfast.
Smoked salmon.
Ah, beautiful.
And how long do they smoke for?
They smoke salmon, they're smoking for 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
OK, well, we can't wait that long. We've got a boat to catch.
I'd like some smoked salmon, please. I think we need to take a big one.
I would love some. Yeah.
Why don't you just take the big
one? No, a pate.
No, one of those big.
Could I have a roast smoked salmon pate as well?
Salmon is not the only thing these pure waters are famed for. Scottish shellfish is flown all over the world. To get the freshest scallops possible, though, I've elected to pick them up myself and fit in a bit of diving in the process once I squeeze into the suit. The water may be pure, but it's also incredibly cold. But I'm in good hands with ex-Navy diver Liam.
Liam, how cold is it out there?
It's 12 degrees.
12 degrees, lovely, 12 degrees. We're going dry sea diving, which means no water should get in on the 3 layers of furry clothing I'm wearing underneath it. Literally, I am underneath this romper suit. I have like a kind of a mountaineer's like insulate layer, and also like kind of a tracksuit bottom, tracky thing that you'd wear around the house. So I'm very snug at the moment. How many scallops are we going to get down there?
At least one.
Oh, we're bringing one down, are we?
We're going fishing, we're not going catching.
Is that for me scallops, is it?
The normal routine, we wouldn't normally fish in the summertime anywhere near Oban.
Yeah.
The fish are so under so much pressure. There's hundreds of divers every week come to Oban, leisure divers.
Right.
And they come to Oban and they all take 2 clams each. But that's 200 clams a day.
Yeah.
And that's been going on for 50 years. My current thing that I say is care, conserve and catch. If you don't care, you won't conserve. If you don't conserve, you'll soon stop catching.
So you tell us we should probably leave what's down there?
No, they're put there for our use, but to be used wisely.
Okay. Listen, will we get suited up? Will we do this? You ready to go down?
You'll enjoy it, it's fine.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to just seeing them. Divers are a special breed of people, hardy, resilient, and usually about a foot shorter than me.
I think this is as big as it gets, this suit.
That's an XXL.
That's an XXL, is it? Yeah, well, I
But you've got a lot of...
more X's than that. Ah, there we go. This is the birth canal. Ah, there we go.
You'll be fine, man.
Oh, one of the great pleasures of diving in the tropics and in a wetsuit is that if you need to go, you can just go. It's one of the kind of guilty secrets of all divers. There's kind of a moment of calm where you see us in the water going... Yeah, you don't do that in a dry suit because it's got nowhere to go.
All right. Okay.
Are we rolling over backwards, are we? Of course, in this murky underwater world with all the breathing apparatus, it's impossible to talk. So for those of you who don't understand the special sign language we divers use, I will translate. For example, that means excellent. Rubbing your tummy means yummy, yummy. That means I'd like to eat some of these scallops quickly, thank you very much. Garlic butter. Would Sir like to try the wine? Delightful. Oh, some of the seafood is very fresh. There he goes. And after a brief chase, he's in the bag. And the most important sign of all is, let's get out of the cold water.
We've called for Sandy, the friendly fast-water taxi, to take us to Tobermory to pick up Mascot. But on the way, we've decided to drop in on one of the most spectacular caves in the UK, on the island of Staffa, and the inspiration for one of Felix Mendelssohn's most famous symphonies.
We have one great advantage over Mendelssohn.
We're still alive.
No, apart from that, it's the fact that we can get there in 20 minutes flat. How does the Mendelssohn go again? That's the Ride of the Valkyries.
That's what?
Isn't it? Well, that's the Ride
Oh yeah, that's the Ride of the Valkyries. Is it? Isn't it?
No, Ride of the Valkyries.
Mendelssohn wasn't the only visitor to this island in the middle of nowhere. During the 18th and 19th centuries, Jules Verne, Wordsworth, Keats, Tennyson, Turner, Queen Victoria, and of course, Boswell and Johnson made the hazardous trip here.
The Vikings knew about it.
It only became famous because of Joseph Banks, the famous naturalist who'd gone with Captain Cook to the South Seas. He was then got sort of very famous and went around, and everything he saw he pointed out and said, oh, that's a very interesting natural phenomenon. And presumably he came up here and looked at this very interesting natural phenomenon and pronounced that it was a natural phenomenon and not a sort of legendary phenomenon.
Is this now officially the longest walk on television ever?
Yeah.
Indeed, it is natural, formed when a mass of lava cools and shrinks into these hexagonal columns, giving this characteristic, almost man-made look.
God. No, it is more like a cathedral than you're saying. This is...
It looks like a 60s cathedral though, doesn't it?
Yeah, like Liverpool Cathedral,
Yeah.
It's a little bit more, it's a little bit gloomier and bleak.
It's certainly gloomy.
Yeah, but it's gloomy.
It's not a happy cave. I mean, but it's like the last word in isolation. I mean, from here, the only thing you can see is the emptiness of the cave or out towards the Atlantic. What else did Mendelssohn write, by the way?
He wrote a very famous violin concerto.
And how did that go?
Which everybody knows.
Do they know it?
Yeah, go on, how's it
How does it go?
Dun, dun, dun,
No, it doesn't go anything like that.
How about...
No,
Mozart. Mozart again. Do you want to hear it?
That's Tchaikovsky.
Do you want to hear members of the violin concerto?
Go on.
Out of your misery.
The island of Staffa was bought in 1986 by a New York businessman to give to his wife for her 60th birthday. She took one look at it and gave it to the National Trust. Perhaps he should have tried chocolates.
At the main town of Mull, Tobermory, Mascot has finally arrived. So whilst the others pick up more boring things like tea and coffee, I'm continuing my quest to try every distillery in Scotland, and the Tobermory distillery is the only one on Mull. By now, I'm getting an old hand with calluses on it.
Smell this?
And despite the others thinking that I'm just looking for free samples, I'm still learning, this time from Master Distiller Ian.
Now, I always think the best way to enjoy whiskey, and the way that I tell people, is to think that whiskey's been locked up in there for 15 years. Now, when you taste it, we like to say to give the whiskey about a second for every year it's been in the cask before you swallow it.
That's 15 seconds.
15
I can wait
seconds.
that long.
But believe me, it'll be worth it.
Okay.
Let's try it.
Put your stopwatch on.
Okay.
That is a good experience.
You see, what happens there is you're actually getting to smell the whiskey as well, because it goes right up the back of your nose and comes back down again. So you get the full experience, all the flavour and all the aroma in one go.
Now, I know comparisons are odious, Ian, but I've been to a few distilleries and they've always showered me with free gifts. You know, a bottle of whiskey, miniature malt, single malt blended, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, I do. I mean, I'm quite sure I could organise a nice bottle of Tobermory for you, but I've got a little job I'd like you to do first.
There's no free bottle of scotch.
Turns out Ian's running behind on some of his local deliveries. Whiskey earned, it's time to board Mascot.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, it's not difficult to see how Rory spent the day. Not a great first impression for skipper Richard, who's coming with us to help sail this beast of a boat.
What sort of boat is she then, Richard?
She's a Bristol Channel pilot cutter, built in Newport in 1904.
The boat's rigging is all original. Everything is done by block and tackle. Not a winch in sight.
It's excellent. It's just the most beautifully designed piece of work, this boat, because it's extremely efficient boat, built to shoot out at great speed to meet the incoming vessels coming across the Atlantic and then put a pilot aboard. And that was a competitive business. Each pilot would be racing to be the first boat that greeted the big boat coming in and put their pilot aboard. This ship would only have 3 guys left aboard it to sail it, but that's a heavy job. We're only 4 now. These are massive sails, massive spars, and it's back-breaking work.
Oh, Jesus. There's no real need to elbow me in the head, are there?
It's a test of physical strength, and as we know, these boys, they like to show off their physical strength. Well, today, we'll see how far they can go. Fantastic stuff.
We can set up to 8 sails on this boat. The main weighs in at nearly a ton. There are 500 metres of rope. It takes years to learn how to sail her properly.
Pull harder.
But luckily, we're just motoring out of the harbour. And Skipper Richard has left me in charge. Nothing too difficult here.
That's good. Rory, take it out of gear, you've run over a boy.
Yeah, we've...
Griff ran into some sort of marine thing.
I think it's actually too early to blame Griff 100%.
Oh, it's never too early to blame Griff.
Okay, fair enough.
It's caught around the prop.
Did you get that? Did you get a shot of Griff leaning over with his arse in the air? Because he ran over something.
That something is a lobster pot attached to a buoy, and all of that is now attached to our propeller.
Yeah, well, this is your standard day in a boat, really, to be honest.
OK, if you can pull from here, please.
If we let him go, we own the boat. That's the rule of the sea.
And if you can manage to pull slightly forward.
Here's a question for you, and then you will know the answer.
Generally.
How far have we moved in the last hour?
In the time that we've been struggling with running over a buoy and putting up other things, we have moved far enough so that Balamory is still there.
Pull it up.
Eventually, we untangle the buoy.
Oh!
We have the boy!
We have it. We have the buoy.
I want to get off this boat.
But how exciting to run over a buoy.
You ran over a
A
boy.
bit of
First time we've done
unplanned
that.
jeopardy.
I know, but
coming up in part 2, boy trouble.
At the end of the day, Griff, do you think we have lost the captain's confidence? Do you think he no longer trusts us?
I think we shall find out as the voyage progresses.
With an hour and a half lost to the lobsters, we now need to get moving. So choosing to put Dara at the helm is an interesting choice from Skipper Richard.
And then when you tell me, I will push her all the way to there in order to swing her around back over there.
Yeah.
Is it wise to put Dara on the helm, do you think?
Well,
when someone shouts
it's somebody
Dara,
else's turn to run into a buoy.
Yeah, okay.
And the wind's going this way, and I want it to eventually be so the wind is going that way. Okay.
Obviously, no one has told Richard that in 5 series of 3 men, this is only the second time Dara has been allowed to take the helm. I'm just thankful it's not my boat.
This looks like I'm doing nothing, doesn't it? Always looking.
OK then, Dara, this is your moment.
Oh, we're going downwind, Captain.
Good man.
Oh, she's fighting.
That's a good course, Dara. Hold it straight at that.
Holding the course straight. In my time on the boat, number of boys hit, 0. Number of boys Griff hit, 1. Who's the winner there?
Well, I didn't even know it was a competition. I could have hit hundreds if I wanted to.
We're going in exactly the opposite direction from Dr. Johnson and Boswell, who came in this way, came down to Mull, and spent a little bit of time on Mull, visited Ulva, where they were interested to find that the droit de seigneur, the right of the laird of Ulva, to have the first night with any newly married woman still existed. Something that Rory, if he'd only read the book, would have delighted in. But he read the introduction, and we could have had a 4-hour monologue out of Rory on that, I would have thought.
Despite having a total novice at the helm, we are making good progress.
Is this Ardnamurchan Point?
This Ardnamurchan Point, which is the most westerly point in mainland Britain.
More westerly than Land's End.
Wow.
Surprises me.
It does surprise me as well, yeah.
So you see where that boat is? Dara, bring her down over there, where that boat is.
Sorry,
I'll
that
read.
yes, it's the cockpit is a bit.
And then we've got...
Ardnamurchan means the hill of the Great Sea. And it's at this point that we enter the real wilderness of Scotland. From now on, there are no more marinas. The landscape becomes more rugged, the sea more cruel, and the tides more unpredictable. It was in these waters that Boswell and Johnson got caught in a huge storm that blew them way off course.
I'm sitting down here with my good friend Dara. We're just in a very, very good zone. You know, it's post-lunch. The Tobermory has been flowing. As you can see, Dara is so excited at being on a brilliant, beautifully old-fashioned sailing boat in the most beautiful part of Britain that he's crashed out completely. Griff's up on deck, probably ranting about us. It's the only time I get to really sing my own songs. And here's another one. And I wake up and she's sleeping.
So we've got the women behind us and we're passing through some of the most romantic and world-famous, legendary seascape in the world. There's Egg, and there's Muck, the island Muck. And through there, in the rain, that's Rum. Just the most magnificent. We will never pass this way again, possibly. Certainly not on such a beautiful boat. And those two are down below, titting about. Mind you, it's starting to rain now, so perhaps one of them should have a go and I'll go and tit about for a bit. I've actually had enough time sitting up here, staring at the legendary landscape, quite honestly. It's very samey.
After a day's sail, we have to find a sheltered bay to overnight in. And there's not many of those around here, so we've ended up at the most notoriously difficult place to navigate into.
So what we're trying to do is squeeze a 60-foot yacht boat into a sort of 70-foot space.
Yeah. I thought about showing you it on the chart beforehand, but I thought it would only make you nervous, so you can look at it afterwards.
OK. Yeah, that still makes us nervous, even afterwards.
It's soon clear just how wild and remote this place really is.
Imagine living out here?
I couldn't last an hour living out here. Before I go start raving mad, I'll be wandering around the heather naked, clutching a dead rabbit and a whiskey bottle.
Are you ready?
Wow, Dara O'Brien, what a marvel, look at this. Scallops in their own shells with bacon and black pudding.
Even better than that, I think the actual term is hand-dived scallops.
Yes.
These are my scallops, these are the ones I went down for.
Well, let's see, shall we?
Do, please.
The taste test.
Oh, well, if I've ruined them in the way I cook them, then I'd be really, really Right.
That's a plate full of flavour.
But cheers, I'm going
Thank you very much.
That's the colour, the
presentation.
The scallops are cooked very beautifully.
In their own shell. The physical I had to do in order to get health and safety clearance to do the dive took an hour and a half. I am now cleared to dive on an oil rig.
Can I say, was there any health and safety involved in going to the distillery?
No.
None at all? They didn't take your blood pressure? They didn't check whether you could drink the stuff or anything like that?
No hard hats, no steel coat, steel-toed cap, no...
Did you have to wear any luminous gear?
No, only my face.
Okay.
The problem with being so remote is that there's no phone reception, TV or anything else. So we have to settle for the classic combination of a bottle of whiskey, a pack of cards, and each other. Oh, God.
But let's just
He's keeping you in, Dara. He's sucking you in. All in.
This is the big one.
I'm out.
You right?
Hey, well done, Dara.
Thank you very much. Lovely.
You stinking, filthy, lily-livered coward, Griff.
But there's plenty of time, right? The night is young.
Next morning, we stop at the Knoydart Peninsula, the UK's last proper wilderness and not accessible by road.
I mean, how large is the largest wilderness in the UK?
30 miles in every direction. I don't know, if you stand in the middle of it, it's 30 miles in every direction. It's wilderness.
Is that right?
Is
that the wilderness now? Does this count as wilderness right here?
Obviously, we're on the edge of the wilderness. So if there is a middle, it must be 60 miles of wilderness in that direction.
Presumably the big sign saying, "Welcome to the wilderness."
Hope so.
Having eaten everything on board the night before, we've met up with Graham, a wilderness expert. who's promised to find us our next meal.
So what are we looking for then? Define protein.
Well, we're looking for essentially carbohydrates, fats, minerals, and protein. And again, here's something we could use. This one here, 3-leaf. This is something tasty. This is wood sorrel. We can just eat that, chew a bit.
Take a bit today, would you?
Graham teaches survival skills and recently spent 2 months on a remote Scottish island living on what he could find. So he should know what we can and can't eat.
Yeah, so mushrooms, can we eat those?
Yeah, you've just got to be careful with mushrooms. Like all plants and fungi, you've got to be careful with what you eat. If you don't know it, don't eat it.
Do you know it? Do you know the best ones? Would you recognise boletus and all those wonderful mushrooms?
Yeah, this is a boletus here.
Is it?
This is slippery
So
jack.
we can eat this?
That one's an edible.
And what about someone who doesn't know which is the good or the bad?
Stay away from
mushrooms and plants.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you don't know, the water dropworts, the hemlocks, the digitalis, the belladonnas, the monkshood will kill you. And so will a lot of the Amanita family and so on. It's not worth it.
Okay.
Insects, can we eat insects?
You can eat insects if you want. We could rummage around for some wood lice.
Yes.
We could eat them raw. We could maybe forage for some worms, which are full of protein, but we don't eat that in the Western world. I'm going to show you some stuff I've actually gathered earlier, okay? And then I want to challenge you to go down onto the shoreline and gather some edibles, which we could cook up there.
Okay.
Mussels. Everybody knows the mussel. You probably had that with wine and garlic. Also razor clams.
Oh, wow, look at that.
This is a good food source, okay? And we could dig for these in the sand. Limpets. A lot of people don't eat these. They don't see them as a suitable food source, but they're actually quite tasty. If you like squid calamari, yeah, well, these are the same. And we could simply just cook them in the hot rocks or turn them upside down and cook them in a little pot. All right, gentlemen, just want to head off and see what you can gather?
Okay.
What are you waiting for then?
All right, okay. All right. Fair enough.
I'll catch you later.
Yeah. See you later. I guess you've just got to start digging underneath. Yeah, that's a crab. Guess we could eat him. Look, winkles. That's a winkle. You can eat those if you've got a pin. Can't see it. There's any mussel. Any time you come across a mussel, basically there are dozens of mussels, or have been, and the seagulls have been here and eaten them all.
Sticks, moss, sticks and moss.
How are you getting on?
Well, I'm only seeing sticks and moss.
Well,
I don't eat either sticks or moss.
You've got to take your eyes off the ground sometime. There's more food up the way also. This tree, for example, is a lime tree.
Right.
This is a yussel tree. It's a bit late in the year, but it's still edible. In the springtime, these are lovely and succulent, and you could use these as woodland salad.
Okay.
It'll also provide us with flowers that we could turn into a tea.
Listen, how long would I survive? Genuinely, look at me, I'm soft and metropolitan. How long would I survive? It's a matter of, is it even hours?
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Let's find some roots.
Okay, let's have a wander.
Another mussel. A genuine mussel. 2 genuine mussels. Very small mussels, but they are mussels. That's good. This is great.
I found a bit of sorrel. Griff has a couple of shellfish. Our wilderness mate is looking a little slimming at this stage.
So this is what you got?
Winkles, mussels.
Well, with a bit of luck, Rory has done better. And if not, we could always eat him.
But is there enough protein to survive for
Get you by.
for a day or for lunch? Just to talk a little bit.
What you've basically done is misjudged the tide.
A lot of wilderness survivors seem to be out surviving in the wilderness at the right time.
Yeah, we're starving.
We're here,
yes,
and we've arrived in the wilderness at an inconvenient time for the wilderness.
Graham shows us the prehistoric way of starting a fire using part of a prehistoric violin.
And then we fire.
Brilliant. That is
brilliant. That's fantastic. Can you also make a wheel?
I could carve you a wheel.
I've walked absolutely miles, but good news.
Just in time to get the
One of
fire
nature's
going.
miracles.
I hope you're grateful. Sweet and sour chicken and rice.
You're a very good forager.
From the wilderness store, yeah.
I think I'd prefer to eat my dead limpet.
The wilderness shop is in the wilderness village. It's there to service the few who live here, alongside the wilderness post office and the Wilderness Pub.
Let's face it, that wasn't that filling a meal, was it?
But we survived.
We did survive. We survived our morning in the woods.
Nice to know that the remotest and most authentic piece of wilderness in Britain still has a very good pub.
A really excellent pub, isn't it? Really?
So this is the remotest pub in mainland Britain?
You can only get to here by boat.
So I'm drinking the remotest pint of lager in Britain.
Yes, that you'll ever have. It's so remote. That Hugh Dennis and Oz Clarke are coming here in about 2 weeks' time to film another BBC show.
Should we leave him a message?
I was going to leave him a message, actually, yeah. Dear Hugh.
Dear Hugh.
Dear Hugh and Oz, we were here first. Love, 3 men.
Remote, isn't it?
Do we know if Boswell and Johnson, you remember them? Did they come here? Do we know?
No, I don't think they did. I think they went... Didn't they go to Skye? They went to Skye and then they got blown off course and went to Cole.
Yeah.
Which is, unfortunately, too remote for us to visit Cole.
We should check behind the bar to see if there's a letter from Dr. Johnson saying, Dear 3 men, bad luck. Here's to remoteness.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cheers.
On the next leg of our journey to Skye, I've agreed to give a friend a lift, but he's not due in until later. So what do you do in remotest Scotland to kill time? Well, you play golf.
I have played golf when I was 12.
Well, you never lose it.
Really? And
No, I don't.
I understand the basic principles of golf.
Why? Tell me this, Griff. Why did they give you so many bats?
Yeah.
Well, I remember that. Each of these
This
are
is
angled
for
at different
sand.
angles.
That's for
There's
ice.
chip putter.
That's what you play on snow.
OK, let's get... who's going to go first, then?
I think it's going to go 4.
How hard do you hit it if you wanted to go
Well,
up
it depends how far you want to put it. Like, I don't think that's going to be an issue here.
there? I don't want to do this.
I'll do it. I think you should go. Do you want somebody else to start?
No, I don't want to do it because I might enjoy it. And if I enjoy it, then
That
I'll
is
find
the
myself
fear
playing
of
golf
God.
for the rest of my life.
Nice.
If it wasn't already obvious, none of us really play golf.
Where'd it go?
Where'd it go?
But because the modern game was invented in Scotland,
I'm enjoying this.
It's going to be a long afternoon.
and there are more golf courses per capita than anywhere else in the world, it seems the obvious place to start.
Ooh,
Brilliant.
where'd it go?
Who knows where it went? You gave it. You gave
It went
so
up?
welly,
Good shot, Griff.
Okay.
What a great game golf is.
isn't it?
Golf etiquette dictates that the player furthest from the hole plays first.
Am I still the furthest away?
Even further.
Somehow, it always seems to be my turn to play.
Oh, good.
This first hole, by the way, is a par 3.
Okay, you get to go again then.
Longer, slower holes will follow.
Hey!
10. 5.
5. Amazingly, that's only 1 hole done.
What did you get?
I got 5.
5. What did you get, Rory?
7.
7.
What did you get?
9.
10.
11.
10. Anything above that?
Okay.
Okay, that was par 3. Okay, at the moment you're 7 over par for the first hole.
Yeah.
This would not be regarded as a good
No, you're
start.
2 over par.
No, I'm not
That's
saying. I'm
so
not saying.
bad.
I'm any.
And you're
award winner
5
myself.
over par. Yeah.
I think 4 over.
No, I understand. I do understand that I didn't do very well at that hole.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you got better
Okay,
than second
I-
hole.
I
The
have
question
worked
is,
that out,
will you do better than second hole? I'm
I
waiting
don't
for
know.
my.
It depends how bullying you get.
Oh, this golf is so straight-laced. I spent my youth in Ireland playing hurling. This is how you should strike a ball.
That's very good.
Where did that end up, though?
About 250 yards down
No,
that
that
way.
was fantastic.
Sorry.
What hole is that? 7. That's the 7th hole. Okay, with 1 shot, you've managed to jump 5 holes ahead.
Safe time.
That's great. I mean, that means you get nothing for 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Wow, you're ahead of par already.
When Rory nearly decapitates a fellow golfer, we decide we're a danger to everyone else and head back to the boat, where we can only be a danger to ourselves.
I think we should make this gorgeously Scottish scene even more Scottish with a wee skirl of the pipes.
Okay.
Okay?
We set off for Skye, and en route we're picking up my friend, comedian and mountain climber, Ed Byrne.
You got that there? Tell you, the things I do for you. Yeah, you could just jump in. Middle of the boat.
Are you sure? Should I not try and counteract your massive weight?
No, not mean the middle, I mean the front middle. Unless it's a massive weight, I'm giving you a lift. Here you go.
I am, yeah.
And around we go. Welcome to Scotland. How's the climbing going?
It's good. The weather's not been fantastic.
No, I can't see a mountain at the moment.
The visibility is poor.
Ed is a man on a mission. He wants to climb a series of mountains called the Munros in Scotland. The Coolin Mountains of Skye have 12 such peaks, and the easiest way to get there is by boat.
What are the Munros? Tell me.
The Munros are mountains in Scotland over 3,000 feet. They were first catalogued by a guy called Sir Hugh Munro. And as I say, I think it's a joke that the Scottish play on the rest of us because 3,000 feet is about the height that Scottish cloud tends to sit. You hike all day and see nothing. But yeah, there's 284 of them.
And how many have you climbed?
I've done 48 now.
Wow.
That's good.
You can walk them all, apart from one, which is called the Inaccessible Pinnacle, or the InPin for short. And that's it's because it's the only one that you have to use ropes and you have to abseil back down it and stuff.
And what's this called? The gathering, doing all the Munros?
It's called Munro bagging.
Okay.
Specifically.
Are you a Munro bagger?
Yes, or a completer. So have you started to annoy each other yet?
About four seasons ago, I think.
Have you discovered just how very ticklish Dara is?
That's not good.
That would incredibly, like literally, like see that, like that would.
We can have a whole
That would while away hours on any boat. I think. Just no, you could just do that.
Do you want to steer the boat while you're here?
If I do, I'll crash it surely. I'm totally turning the boat now.
Yeah, you are, yeah.
Look at that. It's this massive boat is moving with just me moving this little stick.
Look, you see, you're loving it, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're loving it.
It's a piece of piss.
Yeah.
It's really
I realise that by sitting at the back of the boat with me, you're allowing Griff and Ed to talk about you.
Yeah, I know that they're bitching about me.
I can see Dara going, I have an idea. 3 men and a private jet. That was my Dara impression. Did you like that?
Why don't they both go up the mountain?
It's the perfect solution. And you know what it would mean that Ed has Griff's company and we don't.
Yeah.
Which is the perfect solution.
Ed's still at the point where he regards Griff's company as a happy novelty.
What a fine day. Enjoying it, Ed?
I am. I'm already quite aware of alliances having been formed. I feel like I'm a pawn in a game here. I'm being drawn into a maelstrom of bitchiness and gossip already. Griff there and me are going, Rory's a stirrer. He's a stirrer, is Rory.
Remember who your friends are, Ed. Remember who brought you on the boat, okay? Just don't forget that.
Look at that remote cottage. Now that is remote, that cottage there, beautiful sandy beach. We're about to visit, this is interesting, we're about to visit a place which is described in the handbook as the most awesome place on earth, right? That's a hell of a claim. Let's just wait and see, shall we?
Actually, it is beginning to clear up. I think it's going to be all right. I think I might even get a view.
Yeah. What is the best way to see the Highlands? We're trying to work this out. Is it by boat? Is it by car? Is it by microlight? I mean, what would actually take in this kind of landscape? Probably.
Well, you know, you're asking that question of a hill walker. The best way to see the landscape is to walk it, in my opinion. It's the only way to truly participate with the landscape.
I don't want to participate. I said, what's the best way to see the landscape?
Well, from the landscape, I feel. You know, that's one of the coolest things about when you go Munro bagging and you know you've set your sights on doing them all. Is that you stand on the top of one and you look out and you go, oh, that's where I was last month and that's where I'm going to be someday.
And do you think, will it give you a sense of ownership of the Highlands when you've done it?
I don't know about ownership, but a kinship maybe?
Oh, that's better. That's nice. I like that. A oneness?
Oh, a sense of oneness, yeah.
And when you get a badge?
I'll make one myself.
With I have oneness with the
My
Highlands.
wife is stitching me a badge as we speak.
we're in luck. The famously cloud-covered Coolin have decided to show themselves to us today. At Lochscavig, we transfer to the shore. From there, it's a short walk to Loch Coruisk. The high, inaccessible Munros tower over this freshwater lake, so it's clearly time for the rest of us to say goodbye to the intrepid Ed.
What do we think, boys, on an awesome scale of 0 to 10?
I would 7. It's quite awesome, right? But it's not.
It's awesome that we can see it, because usually you can't see anything because of the mist and the fog and the clouds.
It's very good. It gets more awesome the further in you go, I would have said. Yeah.
Ed, I think I should come with you. I feel bad about you going off and...
Griff, I would love for you to come with me. I enjoyed your mountain show with great glee.
We'd love to go with you.
You don't even have a sandwich in your pocket. I've only got enough stuff to look after myself. I'm not a qualified mountain leader. I'm not taking somebody who doesn't even have a power bar on him into the mountains. Well, enjoy the rest of your journey.
Yeah, we shall miss you.
Catch a salmon for me.
Yeah, we'll name it Ed.
And then release it.
And eat it.
All right,
we'll release it into the wild like we're doing to you. Fly away, little Ed. Fly away.
Go to the top and spawn.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for the lift.
No problem.
Cheers. What a very nice man.
Never rated his work. Never rated his work.
I'm not saying, honestly, Dara, I'm just saying that if anything terrible were to happen to you, like you were to slip, he would be a good replacement.
It would be a seamless...
But we wouldn't want you to go, but in case you fell off the boat or something like that, and drowned in the middle of the night, why do you...
With Ed dropped, we need to continue north. So far, we've travelled 100 miles in 4 days, but the sailing isn't getting any easier. Or perhaps we're not getting any better at it.
It's caught on something. Hang on. Hang on, it's caught on something. It's caught
on something. It's all right, I can hear it ripping.
It's caught on the anchor.
The trouble is, we have another 100 miles to get past Skye and end up in Harris, and only 1 day left.
OK, that's the tiller right up towards Griff.
Here it comes. Hours of doing nothing. 30 seconds of the hardest work.
OK, we're going to haul away on that now, Griff.
Despite favourable weather, my superior helmsmanship, and Rory actually doing some work for a change, we're still not going to make it to Harris without a little help. I say a little, I mean massive. We're hitching a lift with this, the Scottish Fisheries Protection Vessel.
Used to fast launches in pursuit of naughty fishermen, the crew of the Norno don't mess about when they're doing boat-to-boat transfers. Thanks to a bit of Scottish muscle, we're now on course to reach our destination in good time.
How sweet, how nice is that?
It's great, isn't it? That's a fantastic way to...
I think it's great.
How many are you on?
1 minute we're in the sea. We're on a boat now. Ship. Gotta remember that.
That's a great way to get on a boat.
Sorry, mate.
You're the captain?
That's right.
The ship's master, is
That's correct.
Okay. And do I call you captain or...?
You call me Don, actually. Yeah, everybody else does on here.
So here we are on the Norna from Leith in Edinburgh.
That's right, she spreads from Leith.
Now, fisheries protection, what does that actually mean in a nutshell?
We're looking after the fisheries for Scotland and Europe. We're checking the fishermen are sticking to all the rules and regulations.
You like English boats up here?
Oh, we do, yes.
That's very sweet of you. Now, more importantly, where are we going today?
We're heading for Orkney now.
Orkney?
That's right,
You couldn't do us a favour, could you?
What would that be?
You couldn't drop us at Harris?
Oh, I don't think so. No, you have to persuade me.
Hang on.
You'd have to persuade me one way.
Now, while we were on Skye, I took a little visit to the only distillery on Skye.
Yes.
And I'd like to present to you with this lovely bottle of Talisker
in
exchange for dropping us at Harris and not taking us to the Orkneys.
I think even this might do the trick. Yes, that's very kind of you.
Well, no, I was going to say you can have a glass of it. I mean, obviously we want it back.
Yeah.
Don, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Don is a good sport, the whisky ends up in a charity raffle, and he's happy to drop us en route.
Modern boats, you've got to love them. Whilst we have a leisurely lunch with the captain, the boat does all the hard work, and we're soon at journey's end.
Amundsen Castle was built as a hunting lodge. It's one of the last places to fish for wild salmon in Scotland. In a week's time, the salmon will start making their way back to the spawning grounds. We will be fly fishing, and despite being in deepest, darkest Scotland, our gilly is a Welshman. Would you believe it?
Yeah, so we'll go by ear first to start with. Okay. What we wanted to achieve is putting that line and presenting that line into that current of the water. So,
how many fish are out there? They all just
Oh, there could be 200-300 fish ready to make their run up the gorge.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they've come in on the tide and they'd be just waiting in this current for the, good oxygenated water, and the strength and power of these salmon and sea trout is phenomenal. They're pure muscle.
So there are plenty of fish in this bit of sea. The question remains, how do we get hold of one?
Imagine that line will go out, the current will swing through, you will then strip it back, the line, and the fish then, if it sees it and wants to take it, the fly's go in there and he'll want to roll and take the fly, and then you can...
Yes, I have to say Russell may know what he's talking about, but the dark art of fly fishing isn't much clearer to me.
And then you just ease off with the reel, and then it'll, you'll look at it and play it, and then obviously it's used to tire the fish out.
Do you expect us to catch salmon today,
Well,
honestly, given that we are inexperienced?
Well, this is the whole thing of, it's all about putting the fly in the water. If the fly's in the water, you've got a chance of catching a salmon.
Are the salmon there all night?
They'll be here all night until,
we might need that.
Time to put our lack of knowledge into practice.
Yeah, it's different, it always looks easier when someone else does it, but it really is easy.
I don't think it's very dangerous for the salmon, but I think it's quite dangerous for me. If I were to stick myself down there and enter in somewhere between these two, flicking their lines around, I think perhaps I'll just wait until Rory's caught a couple, and then I shall step down and do my own fishing, my own time. That'll be in about a couple of weeks, I should think.
I see you getting it there, Dor. Keep trying that and you'll get it. We're just going to give Griff a go a minute, Rory, so...
I fancy being closer to the water, is that
be
all right?
Careful, because it's slippery.
It is slippery, but I can still... It's all right. All right. Now, got to get it dangling properly.
Casting is not easy, but there are other problems.
I'm not sure how much fun this is for me, but you get a real sense of the food chain. They are salmon, we catch them, we eat them. But they are midges, they eat us. There are midges in my eyes, midges in my ears, midges in my hair. If I mush them around, there are midges all over my face and my hands, all over my jacket. There are literally thousands of things. The number one reason, sadly, that people don't come back to Scotland for a holiday, midges. I'm flinging it out here, and I know Griff would love to catch a fish and all, but it's a tough enough life for a salmon, Look at the jumping it has to do just to get its end away. The flip and the swim, and then jump and jump and then swim, and then jump and jump and then swim, and then jump and jump, change its entire metabolism from salt water to fresh water. Why should I be yet another impediment to that? So I'm going to do this for a while. And this. God!
Watch your back cast, Griff, would you?
Just watch yourself out there, Rory.
Okay.
Remember? That's it. And getting movement in the water with the fly.
Flick it in.
That's it.
Flick it out.
And always make sure there's no one behind you when casting.
Right. Oh! Wait a minute.
Right, you're on a fish.
I've
you're
got
on
it.
fish.
I'm on fish.
He's on a fish.
Now what do I do?
Right, now...
Fish!
Yeah.
Just let it go, let it go. Let it go.
Apparently, I mustn't fight the fish too much, or it'll win.
Yeah, okay.
When it wants to swim away, I must give it some line. When it swims towards me, I pull it in.
When he wants to run, right, Griff, let the reel go.
Right, now I don't want him to go.
That's it, just keep it tight.
This is known as playing the fish.
Is that yours?
Go on. I've got one, yeah.
But I'm not sure how much fun the fish is having.
Not too tight. Let him run.
How exciting is this, Dara?
Okay, he's coming in this way. Coming in this way. Let's get him. Let's get him.
Hey! That's a nice sea trout.
Yeah. Well done.
Yeah, that's a sea trout.
Record smallest sea trout.
Man takes pride in small fish.
I don't dip its blood on it.
For sake of perspective, wow, that is a big fish. It's actually not that big.
But that's not the last of the excitement for Griff, as there's a long-standing tradition at Amansui Castle that when you catch a big fish, you can draw it on a wall in the house so that it can live on in infamy.
Oh, blimey. These are the sizes of the ones that people have bought.
Actually, the sea trouts are actually quite big, aren't they?
They are.
9.5 pounds.
Somebody's drawn something here.
That's disgraceful.
That is awful. That's terrible. Somebody wrote that.
Griff Rhys Jones, 11 ounces. That's not only belittling me, that's belittling my fish.
Yeah, but your fish is
Which is actually that big.
You see how much better that looks there, Griff?
I know, but we couldn't find space to fit your gigantic fish in the wall. That's all we had to draw to scale. But look, he's got a little smile on it.
On most fishing
Okay,
programmes on television, Griff, you should kiss the fish.
I intend to eat the fish. I'm not
Kiss
gonna-
it, not eat it.
Kiss it?
Yeah.
Why?
That's what they do on fishing programmes on telly.
They don't.
All right, I'll tell you what, I'll kiss it. Hold it up.
All right, go on.
Mouth first. Lovely.
I'm not eating this now.
Yeah, and I'm not kissing you.
God, dear.
Very good.
That was horrible.
An unnecessary thing to
revolting.
You really committed.
Yeah.
You just committed to that. I wanted to go out.
And it didn't turn into a princess, so we'd better eat it. We're going to prepare it a way that even we can manage. Raw as sushi.
How is this going now?
It's the freshest fish I've ever had.
Right. What do we do before the Scots invented sashimi? How are we doing?
This is about the furthest west we're going to get. This is the end of our trip.
It's the end. Another journey over.
What did you take from us?
From me, I have to take. Boswell and Johnson took that journey again. They would be surprised by how wild and extraordinary the place still is, how rugged and unspoiled. I thought it was really terrific. You go through that, and the only thing that spoils it is the huge number of tourists following in their footsteps.
Because this is the longest journey we've ever done. This is longer than we crossed Ireland. Just going from Greenock and all the way up here.
What, in distance?
In distance, this is the longest journey we've ever done, yes, absolutely, yeah. And we've remained within the Highlands. I mean, for a man who only knows Edinburgh and Glasgow and maybe the odd trip to Inverness or Aberdeen, it's been a complete eye-opener. The sheer vastness. The sheer vastness.
Extraordinary place.
Yeah,
What about you,
that's
Rory? What
did you get from it?
What did I get from it? 3 bottles of Talisker, 15-year-old Tobermory, 96 miniatures of Isle of Jura, a lovely Oban. I think that's a Pinot Noir aged 15-year-old. What else? Oh, a packet of oat cakes.
Precision comedy coming up on BBC Two. Ding Dong Merrily with the Rob Brydon Christmas show next. Revealing a different side to nature lover Chris Packham on Never Mind the Buzzcocks at 9:30. And pulling a Christmas cracker. Vic and Bob are shooting stars at 10. And Dara O'Brien's back to mock the week at 10:30.
We're Morecambe and Wise. We sing.